Take a few minutes to talk about greatest common factor, also just referred to as the GCF. Okay? Now, yesterday I showed you factor trees, and I want you to use the factor tree method for greatest common factor because, quite honestly, making the lists can be kind of cumbersome. So here is how I can use factor trees to find the greatest common factor. Okay? So, if I have two numbers, let's say I have the number 12 and I have the number 18. I'm going to quickly make factor trees for both of these. I have 3 times 4 for 12, which then I'll break up into 3 times 2 times 2. For 18, I have 9 times 2, which is 3 times 3 times 2. Now, how does that help me find the GCF? I look at my last line, and whatever they both have in common, they both have a 3, they both have a 2. Okay, they both have that. Okay, what is 3 times 2? 6. My GCF equals 6. Now, when you looked at that question, you might have said, well, I already knew that the greatest common factor was 6. Fabulous. But what if I gave you two numbers like 54 and 96? Would you so easily be able to look at those two numbers and accurately find the GCF? So I'm going to factor tree. 6 times 9 is 54. This would be 3 times 3. This would be 3 times 2. 96, so why don't I do 32 times 3? 32 times 3, which would be 8 times 4 times 3. Okay, this one's a little bit more work. And then 8 is 4 times 2, and 4 is 2 times 2 times 3. Wow, that's getting to be some tree. And now I'm down here and I have 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. Okay, so those two numbers, I did my trees. Notice this one only has 1, 3. This one only has 1, 3. This one only has 1, 2. This one only has 1, 2. Their greatest common factor is, again, 6. But, oops, 6. But I didn't have to list out all of the factors for 54 and 96 in order to determine that. The tree let me do it more quickly. Let me do one more example of one that would be really easy with the tree. So I've got 33 and 44. So 33 is 3 times 11, 44 is 4 times 11. I might even stop a little bit early when I get good at these because I know that 3 is a prime number. It doesn't go into 4. There's nothing common there. So my greatest common factor for these two numbers is 11. So this is the purest form of it, doing every single step. This is me getting to the end a little bit and maybe not breaking this down into 2 times 2 times 11 because I know 3 and 4 have nothing in common. Okay? You will absolutely need a separate sheet of paper to complete these factor trees. Have fun.